When discussing Iran's anti-ship missile threat, one name is increasingly repeated by analysts and defense planners alike: Abu Mahdi. Often portrayed as a game-changing coastal missile system capable of denying access to the Persian Gulf, Abu Mahdi has become central to narratives about Iran's growing naval strike capability. But how many of these launchers actually exist? And more importantly, how dangerous are they in real operational terms? Today we move beyond headlines and inflated estimates to uncover the true numbers behind Iran's Abu Mahdi launchers and what they really mean for naval warfare in the Gulf. The Abu Mahdi anti-ship cruise missile, unveiled by Iran in 2020, is widely believed to be a derivative of the Rod or Qadr missile family, with influences from China's C-802 and Russia's Kh-35 design philosophy. Iran claims the missile has a range of over 300 kilometers, pushing it beyond the reach of many conventional naval guns and placing it firmly in the realm of anti-access/area denial A2AD warfare. Key characteristics reportedly include sea-skimming flight profile, active radar homing in terminal phase, and mobility via truck-mounted coastal launchers. But the missile alone does not define the threat. The real question lies in the launcher network that deploys it. Public discourse often implies that Iran has hundreds of Abu Mahdi launchers hidden along its coastline. This assumption feeds the idea that any naval force entering the Gulf would be immediately overwhelmed by missile saturation. However, when we examine parade footage, satellite imagery, and IRGC exercises, a very different picture emerges. Across multiple military parades between 2020 and 2024, the same launcher vehicles repeatedly appear. Identical chassis markings suggest reuse of the same platforms, and no credible evidence supports large-scale serial production. This strongly indicates that Abu Mahdi launchers are limited in number, not mass-produced at industrial scale. Based on open-source intelligence analysis, most credible estimates place the number of operational Abu Mahdi launchers between 20 and 40 units. These launchers are likely concentrated under IRGC Navy control, positioned in key coastal choke points, and rotated frequently to avoid detection. This is far from the hundreds often cited, but that does not make them insignificant. In the confined geography of the Persian Gulf, quantity is not everything. The Gulf's narrow shipping lanes, shallow waters, and predictable naval routes dramatically amplify the effectiveness of even a small missile force. Iran does not need massed firepower. It relies on ambush tactics, coordinated attacks with drones and fast boats, and saturation through multi-domain layering, not sheer numbers. Abu Mahdi launchers are designed to work alongside naval mines, suicide drones, and fast attack craft armed with rockets. Together, they create a complex threat environment. Each Abu Mahdi launcher is road mobile, allowing Iran to disperse units rapidly, hide within civilian infrastructure, and relocate between firing positions. This mobility dramatically reduces the effectiveness of preemptive strikes. Destroying a launcher requires persistent ISR intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, something even advanced navies struggle to maintain continuously. In short, Iran trades quantity for survivability. The presence of Abu Mahdi launchers serves a dual purpose. Militarily, they complicate naval planning. Psychologically, they impose deterrence through uncertainty. Naval commanders must assume every coastal radar contact could cue a missile strike, and any delay in detection reduces interception time to seconds. This forces adversaries to operate further offshore, slowing response times and increasing logistical strain. Even limited numbers can reshape naval behavior. Yes, but not easily. Systems like Aegis combat systems, SM-2 and SM-6 interceptors, and close-in weapon systems, CIWS, are designed to counter sea-skimming missiles. However, the challenge arises when Abu Mahdi is launched in coordination with drones or decoys, overwhelming sensors and reaction windows. The missile's real strength lies not in its sophistication, but in how it is employed. Abu Mahdi launchers are not meant to win a naval war outright. They are designed to raise the cost of intervention. Iran's naval doctrine emphasizes delaying superior forces, inflicting symbolic losses, and forcing political recalculation. In that context, 20 to 40 launchers are more than enough. The truth behind Iran's Abu Mahdi launcher numbers is clear. They are far fewer than rumored, but far more dangerous than their quantity suggests. This is not a story of overwhelming firepower. It is a story of strategic positioning, geography, and asymmetric warfare. In the narrow waters of the Persian Gulf, even a small number of well-placed missiles can shape the balance of power. And that is the real threat behind Abu Mahdi.